Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka the Bearded Brit here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer gameplay. This time I'm playing TDM on Slums, using the M27 with Fast Mag and Reflex Sight. It's my favourite, I think my favourite two attachments for a gun. I've always liked Red Dot, always been a fan of it since, the beginning of time pretty much. And the Fast Mag I reload a lot, I reload after every gunfight, and sometimes in the middle of gunfights for some stupid reason. But yeah, anyway, they're awesome, and I've got Blue Tiger on the gun now. Looks pretty damn awesome. I've always been a big fan of Blue Tiger since COD 4. I just think like the difference between the normal Tigers and then you get Blue Tiger, and it's like, oh my god, the brightness is scaled up and it just looks awesome. Anyway, I go 16 and 7 in this game. It's a KD of 2.27, I think it is, 2.29, something like that. That's a pretty good game. I've set myself a benchmark of 2 and above. I think anything below that is awful gameplay, so I won't do that. I mean, most of these are pretty bad anyway, but that would be even worse because I got a game. I was doing really well, and then towards the end I got a couple of deaths, and it took it down to like 1.9. So I'm not going to see that game, unfortunately. But yeah, I've got a couple of better games, like above 2 and one above 3, so that's cool. So I'll be bringing news in the near future. And today I'm going to talk about Watch Dogs being delayed. So obviously this was a next-gen console release title, PS4, Xbox One, that kind of stuff. It was going to come out on the current gen as well as like PC and stuff like that. But they've decided to delay it till, I think, spring 2014. So it's like 5-6 months, depending on when abouts in spring they release it. But they've said that they're just taking this time to finish polishing up the game, because as it got closer to release date they realised that they weren't going to get it done. It wasn't going to be in the kind of state that they wanted to have it on release. So that's fair enough. If they didn't think it was ready and they've chose to delay, obviously that was a hard decision, because the amount of money that they were going to get in from this game was probably going to be very significant. So luckily they've got other titles that they're going to release soon that will tide them over and will keep them secure until Watch Dogs does finally come out. So like Assassin's Creed, I think they've got Rocksmith as well coming out. That would be cool. So they have other titles to make the money, keep them afloat in the time being. So I think that's the main reason, why they've done this, because they have other games coming out. They can afford to delay this slightly. If it was a smaller developer and they were riding on this, to keep the company going, then they wouldn't be able to do this. But obviously Ubisoft's a big company, so they can kind of get by with this, which is awesome. The trailers for this game have been amazing, and given another 5-6 months, I'm not really sure how they can make it even better, but I'll trust Ubisoft on this, and when it finally does come out, I literally cannot wait to get it. It's going to be amazing. It's a good decision, obviously, because you don't want to release a buggy game, especially a new IP that you want to generate sequels for in the future. You want people to be excited about, obviously, a new IP, because let's be honest, there hasn't been a huge amount lately. Like a lot of companies have just been making sequels of older stuff. Obviously Mass Effect came to an end. That was a big franchise. Call of Duty's still coming out. There's all of these franchises that just keep generating new games, and it would be great to see a new IP. Obviously Watch Dogs was going to be one of the ones I was excited about, so I'm going to keep up. I'm going to hopefully watch anything they put out in the future just to keep me hyped up about it, and hopefully people don't cancel their pre-orders, because this at the end of the day is quite a big decision that Ubisoft's made, and if they suffer because of it, then it will future game companies won't do this. They will push the game out whether it's ready or not, because they've seen someone try and delay it because it wasn't ready and suffer because of it. So hopefully people keep their pre-orders, and when it does come out, we repay them for all their hard work and making sure it was ready by just pre-ordering the shit out of it and buying so many copies. Hopefully it can be like a game of the year, top seller, that kind of thing, when it finally does come out. So then we can see other companies delay their stuff if it's not ready, because then we'll get less buggy games, and everyone wants that. No one wants to play a buggy game. Buggy games are horrible. So you just get into it and something goes wrong, and it puts you off. It really does. So if you have pre-ordered the game with a next-gen console, then you'll get a couple of options. You know, your retailer will contact you, most likely by email or something, and offer you maybe a different bundle. This is what I've heard. Some people have like got the same console with a different game instead of Watch Dogs. You know, maybe they've got FIFA or something like that. Or you can keep the bundle, keep the Watch Dogs bundle. You'll get your console at the same time you would have got it before, but they'll ship you Watch Dogs when it becomes available, whenever that is, you know, next year, whatever time. You'll get that as soon as it's available, which I think is pretty cool. So for those of you who maybe you've got another pre-ordered game for your next gen console, you know, then that's a good idea. You know, you can still get Watch Dogs. I don't know if the price will be different. I doubt it, because obviously it hasn't come out, so the price won't really change. I've still got my pre-order for my PC copy, so I'm not getting a next gen console. But I might do later on down the line, but not right now. So it doesn't affect me a huge amount, because obviously I've got loads of other games to play, and with Call of Duty Ghosts coming out soon. Yeah, can't wait for that. Get some beast gameplays hopefully on release. And as the gameplay, 16 and 7, pretty good game, not my best, but hopefully we can improve in the future. If you did like the video, then drop a like or favourite, it really helps me out, and I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.